Hey guys, what's up? PowerUpBoxing here. Heather Hardy wins the WBO featherweight title against Shelly Vincent. Uh, it, I didn't know. I forgot that women's rounds were only 2 minutes actually, because I don't watch that many women's fights. But it seems like they're playing them more lately. So, and they seem to be pretty action-packed. So, they're 2 minute rounds. It was a 10 round fight. And she won the featherweight title. I guess it doesn't have to be 12 rounds to be a title fight in women's boxing. But good fight, entertaining. I don't think I've ever seen these two fight before. I might have, though. I just forget. Like I said, I haven't seen much women's boxing. I only know some of them. But like Vincent Hardy, or yeah, not Vincent Hardy. What's her name? Shelly Vincent. She looks like a beast. Come in there, been to jail 3 times. It said in her bio. That was kind of funny how they showed that in her bio. Looked like a criminal kind of, but still showed respect at the end of the fight. So fighters show respect. That's always good to see. But it was a good action-packed fight. Clearly, though, Heather Hardy was just the size difference was too much. Not that she was overpowering her, but she was using her size very effectively, boxing her, keeping her on the outside, using her jab, just the reach, the length, the height was keeping Shelly Vincent at bay, and she couldn't really get inside and land meaningful shots. So it was a clear victory for Heather Hardy. I think this was their rematch. She's only lost to the same girl before, but now so now she has 2 losses to the same girl, I'm pretty sure. Uh, so yeah, I think I'm gonna start watching more women's boxing. Actually, it seems you always get good fights. It seems when the women's box. I know in MMA, I watch a lot more women's boxing or women's MMA than I do boxing, because the women have more, I guess, what do you call it? There's more, what do you call it? What's the word I'm looking for? There's the UFC and MMA puts on more women's events, more spotlight on the women's fighters. Ever since Ronda Rousey, Holly Holm, Misha Tate, they brought a lot of spotlight to the MMA, right? So I feel like it's more prominent in MMA. You see, but there's always good fights in MMA. Women's MMA fights are great. They're like aggressive. They're action packed. But boxing, it seems like I'm gonna start watching more women's boxing, because you get good fights here too. This one, like I said, I usually kind of don't pay attention to the women's fight, or like I said, they haven't really played that many women's fights on boxing until recently. So you're starting to see that more. Good to see that. Like, it's good that the women are doing that too. If they want to do it, let them do it, right? I'm all for that. Uh, yeah, so she goes to 22-4, 4 KOs only. That's kind of low. I think that's even low for women's standards, but I could be wrong. I don't watch enough women's boxing to know, but I think it is only 17% KO percentage. But it seems like she did have decent pop on her shots, though. So, and then the other girl was 23-1, and she only had 1 KO. So that's like that. That has to be low percentage for any women or men. Like, I don't care, like 4%. That's pretty low. But yeah, she's only lost twice into the same girl, so she's obviously like, my computer's lagging right now. She's obviously like, she's doing something right, even though she doesn't have KO percentage. But she's 5'1". She's pretty small. It's 122-pound division or something. So, like, they're not going to have that much power, I guess, at that weight. But she is a top 10. Shelly Vincent was a top 10 in that division, featherweight. And Hardy's she's ranked number 2. There's a Canadian, Jelena Marjanovic, who's ranked number 1. This is according to BoxRec, though. So BoxRec ranks it differently than other organizations. Like, I think I forget who they have number 1. But, yeah. organization ranks it differently. I think they might have Canelo #1 in boxer pound for pound, and then they have Manny Pacquiao #2. I could be wrong though, but I think they do something like that. I could look that up right now, actually. Pound for pound. Pound for pound female in the world right now is Salisa Burkos, welterweight, 34-0, so that's pretty impressive. Yeah. See, I know Clarissa Shields is like the really only female boxer I really like heard of all the time, to be honest. Pound for pound in the world, man. Yeah, okay, no, never mind. They have Terence Crawford #1, Alvarez #2, Gennady Golovkin #3. So yeah, I was wrong there, but yeah, it was a good fight. I'll probably watch more women's fights. Let me know what you guys think, though. Do you like seeing the women fight? I think they're exciting fights. Like I said, I watch more MMA women's fights, and they're always exciting. But I think I'm going to start watching more women's boxing fights now that they're playing more of it, more spotlight on them. So, yeah. Oh yeah, and I think like, what's her name? That Vincent Shelly's like 39 years old or something. Yeah, like Hardy's 36. I think Shelly's like 39, so that's pretty old. These two fighters, and they're at the top 10. So that just shows you the 20's the new 30, 30's the new 40, or 40's the new 30. I mean, or yeah, vice versa. Yeah, the other way around. I mean, yeah. So anyway, guys, PowerUpBoxing. See you in the next video. Powering down.